swims below you while you happily dip your toes in the ocean? Well, look no further, because we are facing your fears today and exposing the terrifying creatures that swim within the depths of the sea. Listen up and take some notes, because sometimes our biggest fears are right under our noses.
That's right. Today we'll be taking a look at the mighty white shark, king of the food chain, or in our case, the queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the amazing Crystal the Great White Shark.
Yeah! Woo! Hello, Crystal. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Feels good to be on the top of the oceanic food chain, weighing in at 460 pounds, traversing my 10-foot self through the great seas of the Atlantic and Pacific. Wow, Crystal, what impressive stats. Well, since the lady never reveals her weight, and you've already done so, how old are you? I'm 18 years old and have spent my whole warm-blooded lifetime consuming sea turtles, seals, sea lions, dolphins, and whales. When it comes to my pick of cuisine, the world's my oyster.
What a lovely lifestyle choice. How do you think these choices of diverse prey support your ecosystem?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm a proud member of #Saving the Reefs on Facebook, so I make it my utmost priority to consume predators to protect these reefs from excessive numbers of organisms. You're on Facebook? Please tell me more. Well, not only am I a proud member of #Save the Reefs, but I'm also a part of #Predator Mindset, which aims at empowering the animals on the top of the food chain who keep the fish and vertebrate and marine mammal levels under control.
Crystal, I've made my life's mission tracking your journey and studying you. Please tell me a little bit about your tagging journey.
Well, in all honesty, I found the tag quite annoying at first. I felt like I was always being followed and that creeped me out, but over time I found it quite impactful that thousands of people were keeping up with my journey over the span of 18 years. You guys are so real for that.
I'm sorry it was annoying at first, but I'm glad you understand the impact of your tag and the impact that comes with it. It's vital for us scientists to understand and identify species of animals, and that's exactly what you've helped us to do.
Students, are you ready to learn about one of the great wonders of the world? Well, strap in and get ready. Today we are diving into the deep depths of our oceans.
Bruh, can't we learn about Crystal? Oceans are boring.
We will definitely be learning about Crystal during this lesson too. In fact, let me start by introducing the oceans that you can find Crystal species in. The Atlantic and Pacific Oceans are both oceans where you could find a great white shark. Be sure to take notes on these facts about the oceans. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean on Earth and is responsible for a lot of our weather patterns, like hurricanes. The Atlantic Ocean houses a variety of animals. These oceans include sponges, sea anemones, horseshoe crabs, mollusks, sea turtles, and sharks. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest and deepest ocean. It covers more than 30% of the Earth's surface. The Pacific Ocean also houses a variety of animals. Some examples of these animals include whales, orcas, seals, penguins, otters, and sharks.
Wow, I love the oceans.
I know, right? Aren't they awesome? Now that we have our ocean introduction finished, who wants to learn more about Crystal and her life in the ocean?
And we're back with the wonderful Crystal to learn more about the great white shark species and their importance in the ocean.
It's great to be here, really.
Crystal, can you give us more of an overview of your species?
I would love to. My species is warm-blooded, just like humans. We eat a lot of different things. Baby sharks mostly eat small fish, while adult fish like me usually eat sea turtles, seals, sea lions, porpoises, dolphins, and small whales.
Awesome! Taxonomy is the way to classify animals. What is the great white shark's taxonomy?
My taxonomy includes my class, which is a chondrodite, my order, which is a lamniform, my family, which is a Landidae, and my genus, which is a Carcharodon.
What is the shark's role in the ocean?
Great white sharks are keystone and ecosystem engineers. A keystone is an organism that helps define an entire ecosystem. An ecosystem engineer is a species that modifies their environment in a significant manner, creating new habitats or modifying existing ones to suit their needs. We also help regulate the health of coral reefs by controlling the number of predators.
Hey scientists, have you ever wondered who tracks these creatures? Well, that's the job of NOAA. NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This administration tracks sharks for their behaviors, but also to study their migration patterns, growth rates, and abundance. Crystal is tracked using a spot tag. There are many ways to tag an animal, but for sharks, the most utilized technique is using citizen scientists to tag these sharks when they go fishing. These scientists fish for the sharks, and once they have caught them, they place the tag on them and release them back into the sea or the ocean where they caught them. Cool, right?
Hey, Crystal, can you tell us more about your journey of being tagged?
Sure, I'm super excited to be here with all of you to share more of my story today.
So, Crystal, give me the scoop. When were you tagged?
I was tagged on March 14, 2022. I was tagged on the coast of North Carolina. I was tagged with a spot tag, which is a special tracking device that is designed to track movements of marine animals. Spot tags specifically are used for animals like me that travel long distances each and every day.
That's awesome. Are you numbered?
No, I am not numbered, but I was the 84th shark to be tagged and sampled in the Western North Atlantic White Great Shark Study of OCEARCH.
Wow, number 84. That's great. Where do you travel?
Well, I live in the Atlantic Ocean, but I mostly travel between the Daytona Beach, Florida, and the area around the Bay of Fundy, which is just north of Maine. I don't really leave these places, but I like to travel in between these places.
Can I ask you a couple of questions about the history of tagging and reporting great white sharks?
Sure, of course.
What are the ages of the oldest male and the female sharks that have been reported?
Well, the oldest male that has been reported was 73 years old, and the oldest female that has been reported was 40 years old.
73 years old? That's crazy!
Yes! And what is crazier is that there's only one great shark in captivity. This shark is held at Monterey Bay Aquarium.
As cool as sharks are, I sometimes think that's scary how deep they can go in the ocean. There is so much unknown down there. But today we are facing my fears because we are talking about the deep depth that sharks dive to. Sharks can swim to depths of 1,200 meters. Isn't that deep? They also usually swim within 50 yards of wave breaks, and they spend most of their time in depths of 200 meters. But now we are going to discuss something that might be even scarier than the deep ocean: boat traffic and different types of waste and their effect on sharks. Yes.
Can boats hurt the sharks?
No, the relationship between both boat traffic and sharks is cordial. Most of the time, great white sharks will just investigate boats, not attack them. Yes?
What do you mean waste?
Great question, Lauren. There are two types of waste, liquid and solid. The relationship between liquid waste and sharks is harmful because it can cause neurological disorders, structural damage to organs and gills, and reduce fertility. The sharks also do not have a very good relationship with solid waste because many times sharks get caught in the plastic that is solid waste. This ends up killing sharks every day.
Now it's time for the saddest part of our interview. We're going to discuss the effects that humans have had on great white sharks.
Yes, humans have had quite the impact on my species, but overall, I am hopeful that due to the lots of changes in the way we view oceanic life and importance of species such as the shark, that we will be able to survive for a lot longer than we could have without these changes.
Yes, tell me more about this. How have humans hurt this animal species in the past, and how are they trying to save them now?
Humans have hurt this animal species by hunting for fins and teeth. Great white sharks have also been injured by getting caught in commercial fisheries. They are also threatened by pollution.
That's very sad. I'm so sorry this has happened.
It's okay. Time to get into some happy information. Humans are trying to protect this species by stricter regulations on pollution and recreational use of their habitats. Humans are also making a larger effort to tag these sharks to try to protect them.
That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. What are some more causes of death?
Well, fisheries and poaching are the leading causes of death in this species. The great white shark are the leading predator in their food web, so they aren't preyed on at all. We're keeping that NC.
Let's move on to something a little bit smaller.
Who here loves baby sharks?
I do.
Well, today you're in luck because we will be exploring Crystal's early stages of development and how she came to be 10 feet, 460-pound powerhouse she is today. Let's go to the shark nurse. Here along the coastlines of subtropic waters come migrating pregnant mothers who give birth to their young in the warmest warm temperatures possible. Great white sharks are oviviparous, which means that the shark grows in an egg, which is then hatched inside the mother.
Whoa, that's so cool. What happens after they're born?
Good question, Lauren. In the early stages of white shark development, baby sharks have to be extremely independent and rely on their natural instincts to survive. My studies have proven that these great white sharks aren't taken care of by both parents and siblings.
Oh no, so Crystal was all alone?
No, my friend, don't worry. Crystal was a part of a proud litter of shark pups that uniformly consist of 2 to 10 baby sharks. Even though they are left to fend for themselves, they rely on their instincts. They are never alone.
Thank goodness. What happens as the baby sharks grow? What do they look like when they're done growing?
As a baby shark grows, it develops large tail and dorsal fins to help it stabilize itself while swimming in the ocean. The larger the mass of an animal, the more built and stabilizing forces it needs to keep it upright and performing to the best of its abilities. Great white sharks wouldn't be on top of the food chain if they weren't able to swim upright. These beasts also develop flat and triangular teeth to help secure even the biggest and most agile prey. Great white sharks are known for catching prey by creating a burst of speed and simultaneously biting their victim. The combination of the dark gray color, huge fins, and record-breaking swimming practices allows great whites to remain on top and capture almost any prey they see fit in catching.
Welcome to Real Life Stories. This part of the documentary is where real life people share their opinions on the species and how our research has changed their opinions.
I believe the great white shark to be one of the most dominant marine species of all time, inhabiting the ancient waters of the Pacific and the Atlantic. The great white shark can swim at speeds of 25 kilometers per hour in short bursts and at depths of 1,200 meters or 3,900 feet. Their versatile and adaptable nature allows them to thrive in most environments they encounter. On the other hand, they are negatively affected by boat traffic and overall pollution. After concluding my research, my investment in Crystal has only increased, and I plan to keep track of all of her adventures.
I love the great white shark because it's such a powerful species. I think that the great white shark predatorial nature was very cool because they sort of control their ecosystem. My depth of caring changed while doing this project as well. Before this project, I knew great white sharks were a cool species, but I didn't know the extent of how powerful they were. I will follow this animal more in the
I
future.
admire the domination the great white holds over the ecosystem it inhabits. This species is powerful and consistently ranked on top, and it's been great researching them. I can't wait to see where Crystal goes next.
After spending some time researching great white sharks, I have grown to really be fascinated by them. They have so much power in marine life and have a big role in controlling the seas. Before conducting the research, I had a small idea about how strong they were, but I didn't know to what extent. Now I am so much more informed and can't wait to continue to learn about this animal beyond the project.
I didn't know much about great white sharks to begin with. I love how NOAA conducts studies on the animals we don't really know about. They study a lot of different sharks. It's amazing how much information we don't know about them.